In the distant future, long after humanity has gone, Earth will no longer be the vibrant planet we know today. The changes will come not through sudden catastrophe or a man-made apocalypse, but through the gradual and inevitable forces of nature, a slow, unstoppable process that unfolds over billions of years. Chapter 1: The Beginning of the End. The first sign that the Earth's future was uncertain began with the most constant of all forces, the Sun. Our Sun, a star that has been shining for about 4.6 billion years, is far from eternal. It is middle-aged, burning hydrogen in its core, and will eventually run out of fuel. In about 5 billion years, the core will begin to run low on hydrogen, and the Sun will start to undergo massive changes. It will begin to swell, increasing in size and becoming a red giant. As the Sun expands, it will engulf Mercury and Venus. But long before that, the Earth will begin to feel the effects of the increasing solar radiation. Even now, the Sun's energy is gradually getting brighter by about 10% every billion years. As this gradual increase continues, temperatures on Earth will rise and the oceans will start to evaporate. At first, it will be subtle. Summers will grow hotter, winters will be milder, and crops will begin to fail due to the increased temperatures. Over thousands of years, ecosystems will collapse as the oceans evaporate and life begins to struggle. Deserts will spread, and the world will feel the impact of climate changes in ways that are far worse than anything seen before. Life will continue to adapt, but only for so long. Chapter 2: A Dying World. As the Sun's brightness continues to grow, temperatures on Earth will climb past the point where any form of life can survive. The oceans will have disappeared, leaving salt flats where once there was vibrant marine life. The atmosphere will thicken, filled with water vapor and the gases released from the evaporated oceans. But it won't be enough to save the planet from what is coming. By this time, humanity will be gone, either wiped out by the environmental collapse or having fled to other planets if our species manages to develop the technology to leave Earth. The last traces of civilization, cities, forests, and fields, will turn to ashes under the relentless heat. The creatures that remain will slowly fade away. The last few will witness a world that was once lush and full of life, now becoming a barren desert under a scorching sun. The polar ice caps, the last remnants of water on Earth, will melt away completely. The land will crack and burn. With no more oceans or freshwater reserves, the planet will become a hostile, fiery rock. Chapter 3: The Red Giant in Earth's Final Moments. As the Sun continues to swell into a red giant, its outer layers will begin to expand and engulf the inner planets. At this point, Earth will be unrecognizable. The intense heat will vaporize the remaining water, strip away the atmosphere, and melt the surface. Volcanic eruptions will tear through the land. The skies will turn into a swirling chaos of fiery clouds and ash. In its final stages, the Sun will reach the Earth, expanding into its red giant phase. Earth will be consumed in a fiery embrace, and within moments the planet will cease to exist. The once vibrant Earth will be reduced to nothing more than vapor, part of the expanding outer layers of the Sun. Chapter 4: The Death of the Sun. Once the Sun has shed its outer layers, it will contract into a dense, white dwarf, the core of what was once a powerful star. The surrounding space will be left empty, as the solar system has long since been destroyed. The remaining planets, if any, will drift aimlessly in the void. The Sun, now a dim white dwarf, will slowly cool and fade over billions of years. Without the Sun's warmth, the planets and moons in the solar system will freeze. The distant outer planets, once full of gas and ice, will become frozen and lifeless. All traces of our solar system and of the life that once thrived on Earth will be erased. Chapter 5: The Final Stage of the Universe. As billions of years pass, the universe will continue to expand. The stars will burn out one by one, their light fading into the darkness. Galaxies will drift apart, and eventually the universe will be a cold, dark, and silent place. No more stars will shine in the sky. No more planets will orbit distant suns. The universe will enter a phase known as the heat death, a state of maximum entropy, where all energy has been evenly spread out and no work can be done. Time will stretch out, and the universe will slowly grow colder and darker. The remnants of the once glorious stars will have long since faded. The planets will be frozen, and the remnants of galaxies will be scattered across the vast emptiness. Life, if it still exists anywhere in the cosmos, will be a distant memory.